Hello, my friends on YouTube. Uh, for a long time we didn't meet. Uh, I hope everyone is healthy and safe. Today's video is about the manufacturing of the Prophet, and I mean it in the real sense. The manufacturing of the Prophet. Uh, to know how Muhammad became a prophet, we have to learn about his first wife, because in a way she is the one who made him a prophet. But I do not think she knew that after her death he will kill and invade and do all the things he had done. So let's look first on the first wife's life. Her name was Khadija. When she married Muhammad, she was 40 years old, whereas he was 25 years old. That is very different from the culture of the time. The culture of the time, uh, a man can have a younger wife, an older man, not like Muhammad did when he was 54, he married 9 years old, no. But you could be like 40 years old and you marry a 20 years old girl, and that was acceptable, not the other way around. So Muhammad was 25, she was 40. First, to start with, 25 and not married in Arabia back then, you are considered very old, because boys used to marry about 15, 16, girls 13, 14. That was the culture. Okay? So he was 25. When you are 25, you have like 3, 4 kids and probably more than one wife if you are wealthy. He tried to get married, but he was always rejected. That's another issue. So at certain point, he started to work for Khadija, who is to become his wife. She was a very, very wealthy lady, and they tell you Islam raised up the position of the woman. And if you look at the history of women before the coming of Islam in Arabia, many of them were really uh, hefty business ladies. Khadija was one of them. Khadija was like a billionaire by today's standard. A billionaire. Uh, a woman who is well respected in society, and she has her say. Now, Muhammad was one of her employees. She had many employees and servants. Uh, she was married twice before Muhammad. One died. I haven't. I don't have to worry about the one who died. And one divorced her. Normally, divorce happens for a reason. Most of the time is because of finance. If there is dispute about the money, that most of the time end up in separation and divorce. The second is infidelity. If the man has extramarital affair or the woman has extramarital affair, then I don't want you, or she would say to him, I don't want you, and they will divorce. There is no record to say that she, Khadija, had done such a thing. Neither did the husband she divorced, which it tells me the conclusion: there was no lack of money. So the third option here, she was a very strong, opinionated woman, and her business required that. She cannot be wishy-washy. She has to be a very determined, very opinionated woman. And probably her husband who divorced her, he felt his word did not matter. He felt that he was marginalized. So he didn't want that, he divorced. Okay, many people do that. I'm sorry, it's done. Okay, now, at the age of 40, she's single. Of course, she has money, she can live well, but she wants a man. At the age of 40, she is considered very old in this society now for a wealthy man to come and marry her. Very old. 40, I mean, by today's standard, uh, 40 you are very young, but back then and in that society, no, sorry, you are very old. So, number one, she's old, nobody will be interested in her. Two, she's very strong, which is actually the most essential element that no one wants to be. No men desire respect, and when she is talking to him like one of her employees or looking down at him, which probably she did, because she is the wealthiest person and she is the one who's running the whole operation, everybody has to listen to her, including the husband. And I'm sure the person who married her and divorced, he was not poor. He must have also had been a wealthy man. Anyway, divorce happened. To look for another husband, it's near impossible. And as we said, Muhammad also was quite old not to be married at the age of 25. He tried to get married, there was none. Anyway, I don't know how it happened exactly, whether he suggested to her or she suggested to him or whatever happened. Anyway, they agreed to marry. Khadija's father, who is the first wife, the whole family is wealthy family. It's tradition. It's not just they made their money in the last couple of years. No, it's inherited. So he told her, no way to marry this person. He's not of our caste. He's your employee. He's poor. He's nobody. No. So Khadija is desperate. And she cannot marry without her father's blessing. Khadija was a Christian. We'll get to that a little later. She was a Christian woman. Being Christian, you are aware of what's in the Bible. And if you read in the Bible, Jacob's uncle deceived him at the night of his wedding by getting him drunk and gave him the wrong girl, the older girl, not the one Jacob desired. He was drunk. She slept with him. In the morning, her father told him, it's too late. You slept together. She's your wife now. That's it. Finished. Done deal. Khadija did the same. So she had a party, invited all the wealthy people, her friends, the other merchants, and she had a party. Everybody ate and drank until, especially, she made sure that her father drank extra. And while he was very drunk, she told him, Muhammad wants to marry me. And the guy doesn't know if he's awake or asleep. Yeah. Okay. He said yes. He doesn't know what he's saying. She extracted the word from him while he is drunk. Yes. He said yes. So they consummated the marriage at this night. In the morning, he wanted to kill Muhammad when he found out. And then, being a shrewd woman, she told him, "Are you crazy? You agreed in front of everybody, and now you return on your word. You reverse your word. People will look at you like you are a little kid. Is that what you want in Arabia?" So her father swallowed his pride and shut up. But he was against that, and he hated Muhammad. Anyway, she stayed with him for 15 years. So she became 55 and he became 40. And the story goes, most Muslims know that story, that he used to meditate in a cave somewhere near Mecca, which is okay. Many people go to the mountain to pray. I have nothing against that. You want to meditate and pray, that's okay, that's your business. You want to stay away from the hustle and bustle of the city, that's fine. Then, one day, while he is in that cave, he claimed that a creature, like he was so afraid, Muhammad was so afraid of that creature, came and took him by the neck and squeezed his neck and told him to read. And nobody tell us if he had a notebook, a book, uh, some notes. We don't know. Read what? So the famous answer the Muslim know, he said, "I don't read." So he squeezed him harder to read, and he told him, "I don't read." And the third time, and then he recited, not read, he recited few words after him. And then he went running, quivering with fear, to his wife, Khadija. He went to bed and told her to cover me. I am touched by genie. And when you say that in Arabic, it means I became crazy. I see spirits. I am crazy. He didn't say the angel Gabriel came, or he didn't say an angel. And if he was an angel, how did he figure out that it? First of all, he said, "I saw a creature, not an angel." It was Khadija who concluded. Khadija, the one who didn't see or witness or heard, she concluded that this was an angel. So Khadija now here in a very difficult situation. Because if he is really gone mad, he needs help. And concerning about herself too, because now she is 55, she is no longer 40, it will get much harder to find another husband. So she wanted to continue with this guy, but she cannot continue with him while he is out of his mind. So she suggested to him to go to her cousin. Her cousin was a man who studied the Old and the New Testament, and he knew both religions very well. Some people say he converted to Christianity, some say he converted to Judaism. Anyway, he was rehearsed in Old and New Testament. Some they say he was a Christian minister even. Whatever. So the story goes that she called for his help. So the man came, listened to what happened, knowing his cousin Khadija's situation, that she is 55, and if she loses this husband, there's no hope for her again. She will be a single woman until she dies. So he said, no, 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 you are not crazy. This was the angel Gabriel. Actually, he was the one who said that. And he's coming to you with the laws of Moses. So you are a prophet. So he believed it. Now I'm a prophet. Now I am a prophet. The cousin of my wife is well rehearsed in the Old and the New Testament, and he testified to that. I am a prophet. But the fact remains that there is no single record suggest that the cousin of Khadija, his wife, followed Muhammad for one day. He just told him, "You are a prophet," and left him. That was just to save the marriage. And neither Khadija or her cousin knew that after her death, he will marry so many women and he will invade countries and people and rape women. That was not in the picture. Okay, you want to be a prophet? A prophet normally a peaceful man. A prophet normally invite people to pray, to know God and to follow God. So that was her idea, to save her marriage and to save her husband and to save the family unit connected. Her cousin came with this. As a Christian minister or even a Christian man, I am sure he would try to assist in a way to preserve his cousin's family. So he suggested that he's a prophet. Muhammad believed he's a prophet. I don't think Khadija believed he was prophet. But if it makes you sleep better at night, and if this will prevent and avert the breaking of her family and her heart, probably, because I'm sure she loved him, even though he was of a different caste. It's not so simple for a billionaire woman to marry an illiterate boy working for her. And he's not like, he was not really like an accountant or somebody of high education to take care of her books or whatever, a secretary. No, no. I mean, if you have a business and somebody comes to you, I have no education, tells you, I have no education, I want to work, you probably put him to clean up the offices. He has no education. What are you going to give him? Represent the company as the legal advisor? No. This woman was a billionaire. And that's what she had then. And she accepted it. And she couldn't see it breaking apart. Thank you very much. We hope to hear from you. And I hope you enjoy this video and stay safe.